It's here. Oh, Lord, it is here. Do you smell that? Oh, God. Bobby Dirkens Jr. must have broke wind. That wandered in here like an old person looking for coupons. Whew, Lord, that's all. No, what I'm talking about. Do you smell that? It's the time, my friend. It's the time we've been waiting for a few weeks. May there, how you doing? May there. If you're brand new here, reach on over here, dangling over here like a set of car keys. It's a subscription button. Even if you hate my guts, hit it. You'll love it. You'll love to hate me. And right under there sniffing around is the notifications. I'm Bobby Dirkens. May there to you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for everybody. Everybody's, Lord, they hustling to hear like I'm giving away free cans of beer. May there to all of you. This is a live stream, by the way, for anybody watching in the future. Chase Henderson says, sorry I haven't texted you back. My friend, you were doing the Lord's work. I know you got busy. Sorry I didn't text you back until later. May there to a bunch of you. I'm about to get on here. Ole Bobby Dirkens here is going to get on here and look at who is in the live stream right now, commenting on YouTube. I am glad that you're here. I don't care if you are not a Clemson fan. I don't care if you hate me. I actually kind of like it in a very weird way. I need to talk to a psychiatrist. I don't care if you hit the thumbs down button. This is a big week. Now, let's have a really quick recap. This past weekend, Oklahoma lost two games. Their second game in a row. And if God is real, and I very much believe He is, we can go ahead and get over the Oklahoma fiasco really early so we don't have to hear everybody talk about them. They're done. All right? Texas, where that is over. Thank you. Oh, my God. That was... I'm obnoxious, even by my own admonition. New word I learned. But my God, that was annoying. I mean, I'd rather listen to two old women with Alzheimer's talk about where their socks are than I would sit and listen to that. We have Mississippi State losing. We have Auburn. They got hammered. They kind of went ahead and got out of the way. But go ahead and say may there to you, and then I know I'm at 3-minute mark. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this Miami Clemson game. I know that's the only reason you showed up. So, True Blue, my big Boise State fan, may there to you. Glad you joined us tonight. Dirty Joe said, may there, Bobby. Well, may there to you. Big Brock, go Tigers. Which ones? Go Tigers, I know who you're talking about. May there to you. Bo Evil, one of my favorite screen names. Charles Elliott, may there, Bobby. Go Tigers, may there to you, buddy. Chase Henderson, my old boy, good for, I tell you, he's just good people right now. I don't care what his family says about him behind his back. And might I even laughed a little bit at it. He's still good people. No, it's good to see you, buddy. Tiger Nation, my old boy, good to talk to you, old friend. I tell you this, Tiger Nation, he and I go back way back. Clemson Carson, may there to you. Clemson Savage, he's savagely Clemson, may there to you. It's good to see you. Theog Hemp has never smoked pot a day in his life. I am different from most Miami fans. I just want a close loss. You're in the minority, my friend. And when I say minority, I'm talking about like that much of fans. May there to you. So here we go. So I'm pulling numbers from different sites. This is Monday night, and I know that a lot could happen between Monday and Saturday. For instance, I just put up this new flag right before I got up here. I mean, it's a flag I've had sitting over there in the corner. Hadn't put it up there, but I changed it because this week is a big week for us. It's a big game. Miami ranked currently is number 7. Clemson is number 1. Right now, Clemson is a 2-touchdown favorite. Now, I want to stop and talk about that for 1 second. It is not out of the question for a team who is a 2-touchdown favorite to lose a ball game. I'm not trying to, hey, listen, don't be fickle with me. I like saying that. I really don't know what fickle means. Don't be fickle with me. I'm trying to offer an olive rose, maybe a PBR, ice cold to you. I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be bipartisan. Let's be honest with ourselves. The majority of the time, if you're a 2-touchdown favorite, Vegas, who is not really out to lose money, believes that you're going to win the ball game. Okay, I just want to tell you. I just want to go ahead and tell you that they believe quite strongly in you. Now, a lot of people are pointing to this past weekend. A lot of people are pointing to the past weekend, saying that Clemson, though they won by 18 points over Virginia, had a very poor performance. And that leads people to believe that the people in Vegas and people like myself are totally dead wrong. That we are wearing orange-colored glasses. And when we look through them, all we can see is Dabo Swinney's smarting off to the media about trying to keep us out of the college football playoff. We couldn't even think that Miami might even kind of stumble in and beat us, no matter how they do it. Maybe it's some of that, golden white powder that they got down there from the South Americans that might even help them win this ball game. However it may be, we know that Miami's coming into this game and they want it, and they want it bad. And y'all know me, I ain't much into reading stats and stuff because I always just say, I believe most everybody on here is illiterate, so if you want to go see stats, you can pull them up at your own leisure. But I am going to read a couple of stats, and some of them are going to stick out to you. So, here we go. Of course, we know the quarterbacks. D-Erik King, the transfer in from Houston. This is a big deal. He's had some of his, blah, 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 blah. He's had some of his health issues. It comes in 63 and 94, 736 yards, 6 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence, 55 and 75, 848 yards, 7 touchdowns. On the rushing front, not Putin, not even Putin, but I'm talking about Russian Putin. Cameron Harris, 38 carries, 311 yards, 5 touchdowns. Travis Etienne, 39 carries, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns. Remember this past weekend he had 5 receptions, 114 yards receiving. On the receiving front, Clemson's Amari Rogers, 12 receptions, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns. And one of the players I believe is one of the most underrated players in college football. And though Clemson has an absolutely full-stocked closet full of talent, this would be a young man, if we could get him over here, I'd definitely take him. Brevin Jordan. Brevin Jordan has 15 receptions, 212 yards, 3 touchdowns. Now, I want you to step back and think about this. Brevin Jordan, I think, is one of those guys that if you get into a heap, you get into one of these impossible situations, I would be throwing the ball up to him even if he was in double coverage. This guy is a playmaker. So for you Clemson fans who don't know who he is, let me tell you who he is. This guy was a big recruit coming out of the Nevada, say Las Vegas area. I remember him coming out of high school. It was a big deal. Brevin Jordan has lived up to the hype and then some. In fact, he would have more yardage than this in the past few years and even this year if they threw the ball more to him. Brevin Jordan is the real deal. So if you're a Clemson fan, you're watching this, you're like, who's Brevin Jordan? Hey, Dale, I've never heard it. You're an idiot. You need to know who Brevin Jordan is. Very talented young man. Everybody's talking about D-Erik King, and I get it, blah, blah, blah. Brevin Jordan, that's your guy who can play on Sundays and play, barring injuries or he improperly touches a squirrel or a goat or something, tries to get a chihuahua pregnant. He will be in the league for a very, very long time and do great things. Brevin Jordan is very, very talented. He's one of those people I think we'll look back on and go, I remember when he played against us. We might have beat them, but that guy right there was a horse, and he's one of those guys. Let's go into points per game. Miami's averaging about 43. Clemson's averaging about 42. Points allowed, Miami's allowing about 19. Clemson's allowing 12. Yards total, Miami's averaging about 500 yards. They're at 499, so go ahead and round up there. Clemson's at 477. On yards allowed for the defense, Miami's allowing 377, and Clemson's allowing 303. Clemson's a little more stingy on the ground, but I know anybody on the Miami side was going to say, well, you played nobody. Okay, that's fine. You remember, when you start saying that crap, especially if you beat us this week, that's the very same crap that the SECers are going to say to you. Be very careful treading on that one, because, you know, while y'all were losing games by 50 points to us, we were going to the college football playoff and winning national championships over the past years. I know Ray Lewis played for you. I know Ray played for you. I know Ed Reed played for you. I know how many people you got in the NFL. They're not playing for you this week. History's not going to go dangle itself out on the Death Valley in Clemson on Saturday on ABC. No plug, but if you want to sponsor my show, I won't stop you. They're not coming out to play for you this Saturday. So while I understand having pride in history, just like we appreciate Deshaun Watson, Sammy Watkins, DeAndre Hopkins, Brian Dawkins, all them good people, all the way back to Benny Cunningham back in the 70s with the steel curtain and yada, yada, yada. I am just telling you, the pride that you're going to talk trash to me about because it's already happened, they're not playing for you this week. The closest one you have for you, listen to me, the closest one you have for you to me is Brevin Jordan. Now, I'm not a genius when it comes to talent, but I know when Superman shows up and Brevin Jordan is it on this Miami team. Just give it to you. Heck, I don't even give it to you. He earned it. So this week, Vegas odds, Clemson's a 14-point favorite. It's in Clemson. The game is going to be at 7:30 on ABC, as I said. I'm just going to go ahead and lay this out there. If Clemson comes in and they play very lazy in this game, you boys beat us. Let me tell you, Miami, how to beat Clemson. I want to tell you, I'm going to give you this on a silver platter. Here's how you beat Clemson. First of all, you don't make mistakes. Don't turn the ball over. Don't muff a punt. If you have the ability to score a touchdown, don't settle for a field goal. All right? You listening to me? Listen to me. He sounds like a redneck. We hate him. This redneck knows what he's talking about. Just listen to me. If you have the ability to score a touchdown, don't settle for a field goal. We'll beat you. Next, no dumb penalties. I just want you to hear this. No dumb penalties. Y'all get out there fired up. You can't wait to get to the side to get that trailer trash of a chain thrown around your neck. I mean, forget that you're getting to go to school for free. Forget that you're adored by everybody around you. Forget that you get special treatment with your teachers and your instructors. Forget that women adore you like they would never adore anybody else. I mean, if you were just a regular big old dude on the street, they'd go, get away from me. But because you play for Miami and might have a snowball's chance at the NFL, these beautiful women would date your ugly self. Lord, you don't get excited about that. No way. But when they pull that, I've had people get on here and go, that's a $100,000 chain. Well, then they have poor taste, and whoever bought that was an idiot to pay that much money for that chain that looks like I could have went to my local flea market and purchased it from a guy named Morris. Just telling you. But they're excited about that. Don't think that they're excited about possibly winning and getting to the NFL. Oh, but they love that chain. Boy, they're hooping and hollering, jacking their arms around. What's up, man? We did it, didn't we? Got the chain around my neck. I told you a few years ago it was going to bite you in the butt, didn't it? And it did. It did, didn't it? Did it not? Did it not? Bite you in the butt a few years ago. I said your team was built off of emotion. Let me tell you how to lose to Clemson. for the love of God, be emotional. Please be emotional. Because if you're emotional, listen to me. Jordan, one of your big fans says, may there, discipline will be a problem for Miami a couple of years away. That's a true fan. I'm a true fan for Clemson. I've been pulling for Clemson since the early 90s, late 80s, since I can remember. It's been a rough years. I deserve the success that they're having right now. I'm enjoying it because I had to put up with a bunch of crap. When Miami would come in and beat the crap out of us, when Florida State would come in and beat the crap out of us, I was pulling for us then. Hated every second of it. But I knew why we would lose the ball game. But Miami, let me tell you how to lose the ball game. Please be emotional. You'll have late hits. You'll drop passes. You'll jump off sides. And there's 20,000 people in an 81,000 seat stadium. Coach, the noise is too loud for me. It's 1/4 full, son. Are you an idiot? Be emotional. Please, for the love of anything that is sacred and you pray to, please be emotional. Miami, you're very good at being emotional. That's one. Number two, if you move the ball down the field, and you're going to move the ball down the field on some. I don't doubt it. You do have the talent there. I think D-erik King's going to do some stuff, okay? He's mobile. He is a talented quarterback. Settle for a field goal instead of scoring a touchdown. You're like, Bobby, are you mirroring nothing? Yeah, I am. I'm telling you what to do. If you can score a touchdown, but you commit a stupid mistake, settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown. That's number two. Number three, think that our wide receivers are not as good as they are. Right now, a lot of people are talking about our wide receivers. Here's the reason people are talking about our wide receivers. Because our wide receiving core has been so elite over the past few years that when they're still good, but they're not as dominant as they are, everybody thinks, well, they fell off the map. We know that Justin Ross is done with right now because of that whole neck thing. We know they got Amari Rodgers, but it's really the verdict's out after that. We hear stuff about Latson. We hear stuff about Cornell Powell. We hear stuff about this guy and about that guy, but we haven't seen anybody really step out. We now got that Galloway kid at tight end, 6'6", huge fella. But please show up to the game and believe that our wide receivers are not near as good as everybody thinks they're not. That will be another way you'll lose the ball game. Because we have an elite quarterback who can throw the ball to about anybody in places that normally, if you defend it, you've defended it. But he is so good at throwing the ball, they'll actually catch it. That's your other way. And the fourth one goes back to emotion. It's actually number one. You're coming into this game, you're doing this, and I get it. You do have a lot of really incredible history. You do. I ain't going to take away from that. Lord, I might have dated my cousin once, but she was hot and had good legs and a sexy tan. That was the summer of 1999. If you'd have saw her, you'd have dated her too, even if she was your sister. But the truth is, as I said, that team's not marching out on the field. You got a good team. You're improved. But you're already thinking that if you win this game, you're going to win the national championship. You think if you win this game, you're already back in the upper echelon of college football. And I hate to tell you, whether you beat us or not, you're still a few years away if everything goes right. I predict that Clemson actually beats you boys by 10 points. I think Clemson comes in and plays a solid game. I think y'all play a solid game. I think y'all go back and forth. And Clemson actually beats Miami. I take that back. I think they go ahead and they win by 14. Clemson wins the game by 14 points. I feel something along the lines of 38-24. Now, this is Monday night at 9:45. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that if somebody dies between now and then, or they can't play, or blah, 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 some of that could change. But I am telling you, I feel confident Clemson wins a ball game somewhere around 38-34, 35-21, somewhere in that range. But the key to this is emotions. Can you keep your emotions under control? Remember, Miami, you might be good, but Clemson's been there, they've done that, and they got the majority of their coaching staff back. They're not like LSU, who's lost basically everybody and thinks they're still LSU of last year. All right, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Even if you hate my guts, please hit the thumbs down, because I actually kind of like it. It's funny to me. I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up. I'll keep showing out. Hit me up on Twitter. You find me there. You find me on Instagram. Just type in Bobby Dirkens. You'll find me. Bobby Dirkens.